MotoVlog. This is a quick update, and by the way, I'm here at the Patsy Mink Park again because the traffic out there with Christmas and all, OMG. So this will be a quick update. For those who frequent the channel, and of course the OG Hamajang Gang, you probably noticed a few changes lately. Well, that's for a couple reasons. The first being that my motorcycle-itis has relapsed in a big way. And the second is that I've decided to start over on my social media presence. And that includes YouTube. And here's the reason for that. Again, motorcycle-itis. When you build a motorcycle, and I've only built one from scratch, the process is you find a frame, a motor, wheels, handlebars, and you kind of piece them together to, look kind of how you want it to be. And the bike, oddly enough, takes on a life of its own and kind of lets you know what it wants. Anyway, after you put it all together, and I'm talking wiring and hydraulics, brakes and seats and everything, then you take it all apart again and put it back together correctly. And what I mean by correctly is then you paint the frame, you make the wires nice and neat, you reroute the cables, you make sure the seat is in the proper position and that it functions properly all the way around. Well, when it comes to the Daily Pigeon Show, I just kept piecing it together and never did the final take it all apart and put it back together right stage, which is what I'm about to do now. And I'm likening the whole thing to the Japanese tea ceremony, right? Where the simplicity is disguised by the eloquent execution that makes it such a cool thing, right? Now, you'll probably notice that I've been posting these, what I'm calling raw rides on the channel. Now, what those are just sound and me riding and going, okay, is this cool? Yeah. As simple as that looks, you have to put a lot of thought into the lighting, into the sound, into the camera placement, and again, Japanese tea ceremony, it's simple, or looks that way, but is actually pretty complicated. And I hesitated there because, again, I'm looking to rebuild from the ground up, starting with those raw rides, learning how to do that really well, and then add something else, a small thing, making sure that it in fact services the eloquent execution part. Does that make sense? Because, I've been on YouTube now for 10 years on this channel, the last 5 of which have been doing the Daily Pigeon, and I have twisted myself into every possible configuration, except a pretzel, to try to find something that makes the time and effort worth it, right? Because, believe me, the way I'm doing it now, all I do is shoot and edit, and my lawn ends up looking like a rainforest, right? Because all I'm doing is sitting in front of a computer going click, click, click. And it's just not healthy, okay? And I think if you find yourself in that situation, you're not going to be as creative either. Because I still have to do stand-up, which is 99% of my income. I mean, the YouTube thing has never really made any money, and it's more been fun than anything else. But when it turned into work, no, I gotta do this thing. I went, what am I doing? So, hence the raw rides, hence rethinking the whole YouTube thing. And welcome to 2025 and my version of the Japanese tea ceremony. By the way, I'll be live on January 9th at 3 p.m. Hawaii Standard Time to talk about all this so I can take your questions. So, I hope to see you then, and ride safe, my friend.